Being a member of your community council means being a member of a team. And that team is part of a much bigger organization, which includes other levels of government. Knowing your particular role, responsibilities, and relationships as a councillor within this structure will help you to be an effective member of your team. At the community level, the structure that the councillor is part of, whether it is a city, hamlet, or village, tends to be similar.
It helps to have a good mayor because they are the ones who run the meetings and they are the ones who make sure that our time's used effectively.
Your job is to ensure that all the other councillors are getting an opportunity to put their input, to give their input and to make sure the meetings are run smoothly.
Hello, Danny speaking.
The mayor oversees two distinct and different branches at the community level. One branch is the council and all the different committees that the council needs, such as a finance committee, a recreation committee, an energy planning committee. The mayor also oversees the community government administration, which is headed by the SAO.
On a day-to-day basis, I deal primarily with the mayor, and then I'm the lead staff person with council, so any concerns or issues from council should funnel through me. And then that just lets me keep track of everything, and because it's challenging if you've got 9 bosses giving you instructions in the field.
The mayor, of course, represents the people. The SAO represents the town and the employees themselves. As a councillor, I go through the mayor or the SAO, and that's it. I'm not allowed even to give direction to staff, and that's the way it should be.
The way it works is that the staff goes through me to get to council, so the SAO addresses those issues first, and then it gets to council. If we're talking about personnel and day-to-day operations, that's how we would address it.
The SAO manages the support staff and all the people who make sure that the decisions of council get carried out. These are the people who take care of the day-to-day operations of the community government.
The staff comes to council meetings, and if the finance person have a report to present, she's there to present that report, or the recreation manager present that report to council, and questions that councils wish to ask, the staff member is right there to answer those questions.
It is very important for the council to understand the role of administration and to not interfere with their work.
And he was for 15,000, but MACA...
The SAO is hired by the council to take care of the administrative side of things, and it is the SAO, not the council, who manages the staff. Among the many things that the SAO does is to conduct research and provide advice to the council. They are the ones who will maintain all the financial records and provide the financial statements to the council at the meetings. They also implement and manage programs and services.
My role is providing information to council, like organizing our monthly meetings and ensuring that the proper information is presented so they can make a sound decision. I also do research if I need to, if they give me requests. I present changes to bylaws or policy, and they have the information in front of them and they make the decisions.
SAOs do a lot with other organizations in the community, such as the band offices or local businesses or government departments. They really have many responsibilities. It's a busy job, and they really have to know a lot about a lot of different things, since they are the ones who are really trying to get things done in the physical sense. When the council makes a decision to pass a bylaw, it is up to the SAO to actually implement that bylaw and monitor it and make sure it happens in the real world.
One of the challenges with applying for a lot of the grant funding was...
So the SAO is responsible for the administrative side of things. The mayor or chief is the leader and also chairs the meetings. And so, what is the councillor's role?
You really do have to be aware that you are representing the city and you're expected to attend public events and you're expected to be out there. And I love that part. I think that's just great because you get to meet all kinds of people and learn all kinds of interesting things.
Now that I have a voice and have gotten involved, I'm really proud of the people and some of the things that we've accomplished and the things that we are working on for the youth and for the rest of the community.
Councillors are responsible for creating bylaws, policies, and resolutions.
In the community, bylaws could be passed with the Hamlet Council to control, ATVs and skidoos, if that's the case, council wishes, running around late at night or curfew. Those sort of things are looked at and would be addressed through a bylaw.
A policy is a written statement to guide decisions by council and administration. They are an expression of a position that the council has and are really a means to give direction to staff. They are often supported by procedures which are used to explain how to implement a policy. Resolutions are decisions that address specific questions. They generally deal with a single event or issue, and again, they express the council's position. A council's role is to serve the community and provide programs and services that reflect the community's needs and priorities. The council achieves this first through creating a vision of what it would like the community to be. Next, they create a strategic plan as a roadmap on how to reach their vision. And finally, they create a budget which will allow them to make it a reality. Once a strategic plan is developed, it must be delivered and administered. The SAO is responsible for this. Then the plan must be monitored and evaluated and revised as necessary. The SAO provides information and advice, and the Council monitors the plan and approves any changes. The Council makes decisions about programs and services, but in order to make realistic and effective decisions, the Council needs to know how much money it has to operate with and how much the programs and services cost to run. This means that they need an accurate budget and they need to know how to manage it. The Council prepares the budget and provides a copy to the Minister of Municipal and Community Affairs before each fiscal year. The budget shows estimates of all money to be spent and to be received. The Council needs to know the priorities of the community in order to provide the programs and services which the community needs.
We deliver water and we pick up the sewage contracted through the Municipal Council. We maintain the roads, we provide recreation services. And projects like this, this is an access road where we're at, Nickel Channel Road. So we have to apply to DOT, Department of Transportation, to get funding. Right now we're working on the blind corners on this road. So at the same time it gives a little bit of employment for some of the people in the community that are not working.
Another important role of the councillor is to monitor the budget and financial reports throughout the year. This is invaluable when monitoring the progress of programs and services. Councils also have relationships with other partners or stakeholders. It is important to maintain good working relationships by fulfilling your responsibilities as councillors. This involves negotiating in good faith, providing reports, meeting legal requirements, and respecting jurisdiction.
Council in itself isn't that arduous. It's all the things you have to do for council, all the committees you're on, all the things that you have to do for them as well, all the constituents you have to talk to, people who just stop you on the street.
There's hardly a day that goes by that somebody doesn't approach me. I work in the downtown area and I'm out and about, and so there's always, it's a small town, you get approached in the grocery store, you get the occasional phone call, usually just before a council meeting.
Sometimes you're going to need to deal with situations of conflict or complaints from residents, or with someone being unhappy with a council decision. Although it means dealing with complaints, you will also find that you are in a position to do something about them.
Email me at council.com.
Well, you have to listen to the person and try and calm them down and explain to them what your role is as the councillor and whether or not you feel that council may be able to address their concern.
The council's most important relationship is to the community it serves. In order to create and maintain a respectful and effective relationship, you need the proper skills. Just like in any other relationship with a spouse or friends or relatives, good communication skills are a necessity. A councillor should be careful about communications in public. It is important to speak clearly so people can understand and to not get personal in this public forum. Listen carefully to what the other person is saying so they feel that they are being heard.
I think the most important thing is just letting them know that you are listening, and a lot of times that's what they want.
Your team functions within the government at the community or municipal level. This municipal level fits into an even larger structure of government at the territorial and national levels. Each level has its own particular responsibilities and authority. Within the government of the Northwest Territories, the Department of Municipal and Community Affairs, or MACA, supports community governments. The headquarters in Yellowknife and the 5 regional offices consist of divisions which specialize in providing services to the communities such as lands administration, sport and recreation, youth, and volunteerism. MACA exists to provide you and your communities with resources, support, and training. For example, MACA and the NWTAC provides written materials such as the Community Councillor Handbook, as well as training workshops on good governance.
If you have exemptions that apply to all of the grounds of conflicts that you have, and again,
making decisions on behalf of your community means getting to make some positive changes. Being a councillor means being a good communicator, working as part of a team, and knowing your roles, responsibilities, and relationships. All of these things will help you to be an effective councillor in your community and help you to make being on council a rewarding and memorable experience.